How you doing, guys? So for people unfamiliar with me, I'm Nyhmnim, and I'm a YouTuber that does discussion videos such as the one you are about to see today. Allow me to give a huge thank you to robbie-kohl for letting me post on his channel today. Thank you so much, Robbie. Stratos is not coming back. I'm just gonna give you guys a moment to let the salt settle in. Yep. Now before you go and bitch slap that dislike button before you even listen to this video, let me at least explain my stance on why Stratos is just never coming back. Never actually is an over extreme word. Maybe it'll come back in the future, but not anytime soon as people think it will be. This is definitely not going to be a most liked opinion, as everyone wants to see Stratos come back. It's not what you guys want to hear, but I don't see Stratos coming back, at least anytime soon. And it's more or less because of recent events that just sealed the coffin for Stratos coming back for me. Now, I know it's been a heated debate as to why Stratos got banned in the first place, and it's also been a heated debate of whether or not it should come back. Looking at Stratos, all he pretty much does is he searches another elemental hero when he's normal or special summoned. My bad, not elemental hero, any type of hero. Also, he gets to pop something if you really want to, if you control an extra hero. People look at this card and maybe think, oh, no, not too broken. It can stay at 1. But as of recently, we see Stratos get banned, and now people flipping shit, trying to understand why the fuck it got banned. Now, I'm not one to know what Konami incentive was in banning Stratos. I can't read their fucking mind. So I can't exactly tell you why they banned it, but I can sure as hell tell you why they will not unban the card. So let's take it one of the first arguments that almost everybody thinks is a valid one. Pretty much the most acceptable argument is, Konami wants to push their new product through, so they should unban Stratos if they want to do that. Konami doesn't need to push diddly squat. Instead of pushing, I think Konami needs to start pulling your head out of your own ass, because you're speaking some stupid shit. I'm almost positive if Konami can sell Battle Pack and Star Pack, they sure as hell can sell a nostalgic structure deck to anyone. Funds is not an issue for Konami. We spend $60+ on a box of cards that they can normally make for what, around 10 at most? Konami economics is nothing when it comes to this. It's not even an argument. Stop using it as if it's a valid one. It's just, really, like I said, Konami would stop printing Star Pack and Battle Pack if the shit didn't sell. Also along the lines of funds, people say, oh, Konami doesn't get any money from the elemental hero deck people buy. They're always trying to push the newest product through, and elemental heroes are too old. Let's be real here, even if you're playing heroes, you're probably gonna buy the new set regardless. And if you're gonna buy it, I'm sure there's a million other people that will buy the new set. Konami doesn't care about the funds you spend maybe $30 in a hero deck. Every deck that people purchase online or parts of a deck is all player controlled. The only thing Konami needs to sell is the newest set or product that's already shelved. And they don't care whether or not watts are selling in the player base. They're already making their money off of the newest set that people are still willing to buy. Now going into more game strategy and not economics of why Stratos should not come back, let's just take a look at how structure decks have been doing in the past. So we're already going over the fact that the structure deck will sell no matter what. But let's just take a look at the most recent structure decks we had, like, for instance, Cyber Dragons. How fucking good was that Cyber Dragon structure deck? Cyber Dragons is now arguably a part of the meta. Structure decks are bringing decks into the meta. Also, since they're already building off an arguably established archetype, Stratos is banned, sure, but it's still an established archetype, I'm pretty sure the support's gonna be pretty damn awesome. They did a fantastic job with the Cyber Dragon structure deck. I'm sure they're gonna do an even better job with this Elemental Hero structure deck. So it's a little bit far-fetched that we can say maybe the card was a long preemptive strike on this soon-to-cover structure deck. Instead of waiting till the very last moment to ban Stratos, Konami just put it out of the way, I guess. Let's also look at exactly how Stratos would affect the meta if it were to come back. People say, oh, it's healthy for the game if Stratos comes back to the game. Let's actually look at this a second. Stratos coming back puts heroes at an arguably tier deck, which they're not at the moment, sadly. Is that healthy for the game? No. Are heroes not being a current meta deck in the game healthy? No. Is it unhealthy? No. Unless Konami damn feels like it, they can keep Stratos banned for as long as they want. Because the only thing it's doing is it's going to put heroes back into a meta deck. And arguably to some people, that's healthy. And arguably to some people, that's unhealthy. I can't tell if Konami thinks this either, because they're keeping it banned as of now. Now, even as I say all of it, I know somebody in the comments gonna say, Stratos isn't even a busted card, there's no reason it should be banned. I can't say I don't agree with you on that. Oh no, the ship's leaking, plot holes everywhere. Gage, you just said Stratos should never come back. What are you talking about? It's not a broken card. Let's look at other broken cards that are still currently banned. Yanagarasu, Demok, And there's so many fucking more that I really can't think of right now. These cards can arguably be unbanned because yes, they won't affect the meta at all, and they've been banned for fucking ever. However, when you do look at a card like Stratos, which can affect the meta, you have to put a little bit of thought into it. Sure, you can say it's not as good as it was, but it does put a deck into a tier position. Yatagarasu and arguably Demok don't do either of that. Now, does that say I'm a huge contender of bringing back Demok and Yata? Not exactly. I could care less what they do with the cards. They're not affecting anything. But when it comes to Stratos, Stratos does play a role in bringing a deck back, and they have to be weary of that. It doesn't matter if Stratos itself is not a broken card. Yeah, there are a whole bunch of cards like it, but Stratos is an archetype-specific card, which literally makes or breaks an archetype, as we've already seen. What the fuck have heroes done since Stratos have been banned? Nothing. And if we look at this new structure deck coming out, they're probably going to get a plethora of new fantastic cards to make the archetype good, and guess what? You already have 3 E-Call, 3 Heroes Lives, and Rhoda to work with. What more do you fucking want? Now saying this, I don't know what's going to be in that structure deck. Nobody does. But assuming Konami of America knows what they're doing, it's going to make up for Stratos being banned. You're going to look at the support and you're going to be like, oh, this is alright. But you're not going to be like, oh, I still wish Stratos was unbanned. The only reason you'd be saying that is because of the nostalgia factor. They probably did give you broken support, but you're just too clouded by the minds of nostalgia thinking, oh, man, I still wish Stratos was here. I got this card that wipes my whole opponent's board and allows me to go in a fusion summon. But you know, I still wish Stratos was here. And people are going to keep doing this, and they're not going to be able to look past the fact that he's banned. You should be fucking excited that there's new hero support coming out, despite Stratos being banned or not. And if you are a die-hard hero player, or you might want to play a deck that might be good again, even without Stratos, you'll pick it up regardless. So whether you like it or not, Stratos will most likely stay banned. Instead of looking back at why Stratos is banned and keep contemplating on why, look forward at the new structure deck being released and this new support that's probably going to make the deck fucking amazing. Stratos being banned and staying banned is not the end of the world. Move on. Again, allow me to thank robbie-kohl for letting me post on his channel today. I can't thank you enough, Robbie. And if you guys enjoyed my content, feel free to come and check my channel out. I'm sure Robbie will be gracious enough to link it below. Thanks for watching, guys. Nyhmnim out.